With me is BB. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very, very well, thank you, champion. Looking forward to this one, mate. Bahrain. Sakir, I think is how you pronounce it. But this is a magnificent track, mate. 5.412 kilometres. So, in normal race settings, it is a 308.2 kilometre track. And guess what, mate? The lap record, believe it or not, was held and is still currently held by Pedro de la Rosa of a 1 minute 31.446. That is obviously a race time. That is the fastest lap on a race time. So there you go, guys. A bit of info out there for you, mate. So
I reckon we could have. I reckon we could have one of our drivers beat that tonight.
I reckon so too, mate. I reckon so too. I'm just going to just flick it over to the Twitch just to make sure everything's coming through pretty good, mate. So just bear with me for 1 second.
Oh, good.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everything's coming through good. I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully.
We've got a couple of viewers. So we've got one in the chat, and yes, we've got well, I don't even know. Oh, that's Sandeezy. Let's go. There, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Yeah, let's go indeed, brother. Hope we're coming through nice and clear for you, Sandeezy. Tier 2 here, mate. Tier 2. Bahrain. Looking forward to it. Should be good. The boys, I know, well, obviously me and BB are in the Tier 1, and I know in my Ferrari guys, the T2 boys, have prepped themselves like I'm sure all the rest of them have. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, mate. I am very, very well, and hope you're well too, champ. So, yeah, like I said, mate, I know the Ferrari boys are ready to go. Looking forward to seeing these boys. Oh, there's some names out here that weren't there last week, which is good. But yeah, we've just joined the lobby. We had Venti's out there as well. So the guy that looks fast, very, very good, mate. Very, very good. So how's your week been, Beebs? Good?
Mine's been good, mate.
Very, very good, mate. Very good. Good to hear. Good to hear. So I just put these telemetries on, man. Get this thing underway.
Good.
If anyone's in the chat that's in there, even Venti, could you let us know what the weather's doing, please, brother? That would be handy to know for all the viewers out there, even for us indeed, which would be great, mate. So, looks like a bloody clear, balmy night. So, can't wait. Can't wait. This track is very, very sandy, of course. We do have a full lobby. But yeah, very sandy. It will rubber in as this session rolls on. So that's one to watch. It'll be interesting to see who blinks first coming out of this garage. But yeah, a lot of the boys selecting their setups there, BB, for want of a better term, and hesitating. But we do have movement, mate. I do believe that's an Alfa Romeo. Is that an Alfa Romeo? Am I mistaken?
No, I believe I've got a racing point, mate.
You do. We do. Mike Swift. Mike Swift first to blink, mate. Oh, and I've got the gaming sound very, very loud. Bear with me, guys. I'm just going to fix that. I do apologise. This is a new audio settings. I'll fix that. So there we go. We have fixed that for you guys. And I've missed what's happened out there, but we've got Mike very, very wide, just doing an exploratory lap, albeit on an outlap there, BB. Some action happening out on track. We do have, I think that is Brock out on track. Yes, it certainly is. So, yeah, these guys are just prepping their car nicely. We've got Footy down in there. Let's go Ferrari. Yes, mate, how are you, buddy? Mr. Mount, how you doing, mate? He's cheering on the William lads. So, yeah, of course he'd be cheering on the William lads. Of course, being in the Williams team himself in Tier 1. So, look forward to, well, this one. You can catch us again, guys, this same time, same channel. Tomorrow night, the Tier 1 boys will be going at it at this very, very track. It's great, great track. So, look forward to that one. Hopefully, we've got some cracking weather This one here is awesome in the dry. It's not so much fun in the wet, being such a sandy, gritty track, BD. What do you reckon, mate?
Mate, I reckon the same. It's going to be quite interesting, I reckon. But no,
yeah, I think so too, mate.
It's going to be good. Seems to be the Alfa Romeo and the Mercedes just getting alongside there with each other.
That was not Forever Shack, that was Rip the Beans. I do apologise. So, Rip the Beans, he wants to be the first one to start a flying lap. This lady here, I was in a bit of a party chat earlier with him. He was looking forward to this one, to say the least. Beans is. So, in the Mercedes, number 61, let's just see what sort of a lap time he can do. These are going to come in thick and fast here, BB. We do have Rip the Beans, and it will be Mike Swift closely behind.
It will. So far the fast, but so far these first few turns, it seems to be Rip the Beans doing quite well, hitting all the apexes absolutely beautifully. Just makes it second to third.
That corner there in particular, though, BB, so very easy to lose the back end if you don't. I'm a big fan of the short shift there. I mean, obviously manual gears and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, big fan of the short shift, especially there, mate. You get on the power too early, get those revs up, and that back end, and especially that downhill braking, the very next corner after that, is a very, very tricky corner. Late on the brakes, you think that you can go a touch later than what you actually can, but a lot of guys tend to misjudge that exact braking point. But so far, so good here from Rip the Beans. Albeit, you will see, guys, purple. He is the first on a lap. We do have, wow, there's been some action behind him. We've got, I do believe that's an Alfa Romeo of Brock, if I'm not mistaken, who has just passed. Who is that? Mike Swift has set his time, well, of a 1:27, but unfortunately it was invalidated. We do have Extreme. He's coming through Sector 2 now. I do apologise, that was his teammate of Maleficent. I think I've said that right. I missed that lap. I do apologise, mate. Red Bull Moose.
Yep, Red Bull Moose. Coming across the line next to go, a 1:28.2, putting him on the second row of the grid.
And Raptor will be next, crosses the line, does a 1:29.5. So that's a great lap from him, and we'll flick up to, I think it's Nags, but unfortunately he has invalidated. They're coming in thick and fast. Nick Magoo. Nick Magoo's about to set a time now of a, what is that? Oh, it must have been an invalid time, unfortunately. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't come up on the screen.
Going fastest.
Well, there you go.
Fastest 1:26.4.
Fantastic lap, mate. Well done. Johnny M4. Johnny M4 with a 1:26.9. So, yeah, these boys are starting to show their stuff, albeit in the Q1 session. We are watching Brock. Brock has invalidated. Forever Shack is yet to come out of the pits. There is a few boys yet to set a time. We are watching Maleficent now. Yeah, Maleficent, yes, because Brock has invalidated. Yes, Maleficent will be next to set a time here, mate.
Doing well here. Gonna hit it. Gonna go third gear. Goes quite slow in that turn. Will that affect his time? Well,
not too sure. This looks pretty slow, BB. I'm not too sure if he's happy with this one. This will be a 1:31.8. He may go again if he's got the fuel, mate. Not too sure there, but we've got Steam Nags rounding. Wow, he's invalidated, unfortunately, from the lad. It's not me, it's you. He's still in the garage. I'm just trying to pick up who is on a lap here.
Alfa Romeo, sometime. No?
Nope, unfortunately not. Johnny M4 has set a lap. He may be on a cool-down lap. Oh, no, he's still carrying on. Oh, he's gone a bit wide, but the track map's there. Stay clear. So, yeah, let's just see what Johnny M4 can do. You are right, BB. Thanks, mate.
All good. Oh, Noodle spun it. Noodle Marble in the last turn there, just losing it a bit. That's Nick Magoo.
Johnny M4 has put it in the pit lane. So we're going to keep an eye on these lads that haven't set a time yet, mate. That's Tough Chef is currently on an outlap. We also have Forever Shack on an outlap. I do believe, he's behind him. So that's Tough Chef is behind Forever Shack, and then we have... who will that be next, mate?
That will be, I think, Venti.
Venti, Super Soft. Yes, it will be, mate.
The man,
Thank
the
you
myth, the
very
legend.
much. Yeah, very good. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it there, mate. Mike was just saying that little bit of a spin was... Oh, and Venti... Oh, it's an outlap, so it doesn't really matter. But Venti's putting it in the pit lane.
Yeah,
So there you
invalidated.
go. Yeah.
Alright, then it will be Forever Shack.
It certainly will be Forever Shack to start a flying lap here, mate. We've yet to see this lad. He is Beans' teammate. Two Mercedes boys want to have a great session. Want to have a great race, to be fair. Mercedes, I do believe, I'm just going to quickly flick in the Discord. Do you remember off the top of your head there, BB, what the distance was? It wasn't much between the two Ferrari and the Mercedes team.
No, it wasn't.
It was extremely close, albeit round one. I do understand, yes, very, very early doors. I am just going to quickly flick to the standings now in the Discord, and yes, we have Mercedes currently on. This is across Tier 1 and Tier 2 there, guys. So we have currently Mercedes on 41 points. Ferrari very, very close behind on 33, followed by Racing Point on 32, AlphaTauri on 30, Red Bull on 24. And then we've got followed by Haas McLaren, so that's 19, 18. And then Renault Alfa Romeo, so that's 4 and 2. And Williams, unfortunately, and I don't want to miss the mounts in there, and he's giving frowny faces. And that's one lad I don't want to fire up. That is one lad we don't want to fire up, BB, albeit you're not in my team, mate. But yeah, he's rapid, this bloke. And
Forever Shack's going to come across the line here. Forever Shack's going to go second with a 126.6. So
fantastic.
Good. Insane,
fantastic. Oh, and we were watching Big Fletch there come around that sweeping great right-hander. Just got a little bit wide there, BB. Unfortunately, that's an invalidation, mate. Brock is on an outlap. He's closely followed by a Haas. Is that Steve Nags? Can you just pick that up for us there, mate?
Is he on a...
Is he on a lap?
That is.
Yep.
I think he's going to outlap though. Yep.
Okay, not a problem, mate. So that will be Don Under Fire. Don Under Fire has gone purple sector 2. We're about to pick up this last part of his lap here, guys. He is yet to set a time. Donny wants to set a great time. This lad also was practicing like crazy throughout the week. And here he goes, a 126.9. Great lap there from Don.
Yes. Just trying to catch who it is next. It's Venti. Venti is going for his lap again.
He certainly is. He's about to start a lap. So we'll pick up Crump. Crump is in the Renault. Crump is yet to set a time. Excuse me. He's coming around. Where is he? He's on the start-finish straight now. DRS wide open. He's about to set his time of a 129.6. Good enough for P11 there, BB.
It is. As next is Big Fletch in the Williams, just on this last straight here. Entering it quite in 5th gear, getting that apex beautifully. Although he's low on fuel here and he's low on ERS, so will this affect his time? Will he be able to finish the lap? That's the bigger question.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate. We don't have a reference, mate. We've got Fultz in the chat saying, come on the Mercs. But yes, Big Fletch, we are watching in the Williams. I'm not too sure if this is a rapid lap. He's running out of fuel. He's running out of ERS. Let's just see what he does. We're not too privy on these sector times. No, he's going to put it in the pit lane.
That means it's Venti, I believe. No, it's Brock Bamford. Oh no, Brock Bamford hasn't validated. That means it is Venti Supersoft. Coming into sector 2 now.
Fantastic. So he's gone through sector 2 at a 106.8. It's a bit quicker than some of the guys that have been before him, mate. So we'll just keep an eye on this lap. The guys in front of him are doing the right thing. I think getting well and truly out of his way. So that's what we like to see here at Oceania Racing League. As Venti Supersoft coming around this final sweeping right-hander. The DRS wide open. He's about to set his time of a 1 minute 28.6. Great lap there, Venti. Well done, mate.
Yes, it is. I think Brock Bamford again is going for his lap. Brock is seeming to be invalidating these past few laps, so he'll be able to set a decent time in.
Let's just hope so, BB. Especially that part of the track there. Johnny M4 doing the right thing. Thank you, Johnny. getting well and truly out of his teammates' way. Johnny M4, of course, in P2, he's currently out on track, which is very interesting. Maybe he's feeling vulnerable, but I seriously doubt it with a 126.4. So yeah, we are picking up here Brock Bamford, his teammate, as I did say before, and he's got that section all nice. That was great downhill braking, hit that apex, no spin on the back end, BB. DRS wide open. He's got some traffic in front of him of a racing point. I think that may be Noodle. He may be using that. This is a section where it might get the dirty air, so it may hinder him just a little bit, but he's definitely...
Oh,
there you go.
no, bro.
Oh, Brock spun and he was purple sector 2. He was purple sector 2.
He's coming on the track. He might get in other drivers' way. No, it seems to be all good there, but no, Brock, he spun it. He had purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. Could have been pole.
He did. And that is unfortunate from the guy. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be very disappointed in that. Guys, we have 4.5 minutes remaining in this session. These guys down the bottom of the field, BB, we are looking at Maleficent. That's such a hard name to say. Noodle, it's not me, it's you. Brock Bamford and Big Fletch all in the danger zone here, mate. Of course, they will be eliminated if they don't improve and pull themselves out. We've also got Steam Nags not comfortable in P15, of course. That is the cutoff area. So, yeah, he's on a 1 minute 30.8. Maleficent is on a 131.8. He's a full second quicker. But I don't believe Maleficent is happy with that lap, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. As I've pulled eyes on Big Fletch here. Big Fletch going for his lap. I think he's trying to wait as long as he can. Going into sector 1 now. He hits the first apex quite nicely. Doesn't crash out of that turn. We like to see that. Coming into this
he's
next
taken that really nicely. Stayed off that foot strip where you lose so much time through there. Very easy to get this wrong. This section here is such a great section. Stay on, suck you up and throw you out that one there. It's a very tricky curve. A little bit tail happy, but so far so good. I just seen Fletch up on the screen. A 5-place grid penalty, ladies and gentlemen. A 5-place grid penalty. So that is horrendous for him. But yeah, we are watching Big Fletch, and we've got It's Mr. Mount in the chat cheering him on like crazy. So Big Fletch coming around sector 2 now. I love this part of the chat. It is so good. Yes, as he's approaching and he's gone purple. He's gone purple, BB. This is fantastic from the lad. We have yet to see this lad show his stuff. But yes, I mean, he was there in Australia, of course, mate. But yes, here in Bahrain, we have yet to see him show his hand. And he's coming around that tricky last corner now. At turn 15, if I'm not mistaken, DRS wide open, sets his time of a 1 minute 27.2. Out of that drop zone, that dangerous drop zone. It's not me, it's you. He's currently on an outlap, and so is Brock Bamford.
McLaren's got the rear end of it.
Sorry, mate, what was that?
Oh, the McLaren's just caught the rear end of It's Not Me, It's You. That might affect us that time.
Mike Swift has retired from the session. Steam Nags has invalidated. He has plenty of time to get round. It's Not Me, It's You. He's about to start a lap. I think Noodle is in front of him, and he is up. So we're going to stay with Noodle, if I'm not mistaken. I think he might be up. He's just set a time of a 129.1. We did miss the end of that. This sector 1 is way slower, so no, we're going to quickly flick back to It's Not Me, It's You, because he is yet to set a time, mate. He's on his first flying lap. Don Under Fire is quite comfortable with a 126.9, and Snooey is in the chat cheering on Johnny M4. And yes, Johnny M4, Snooey, currently P2, my friend.
Yes, this is one of the best parts of the track coming up here. It's Not Me, It's You. I've found that so many of these drivers get this turn wrong. They don't get up on the apex.
Oh.
But as It's Not Me, It's You, he goes wide there. It doesn't. I don't think that's invalidated this time, but he's lost some speed.
Exactly, BB. A hell of a lot of speed he has lost there. There is 1 minute. He's got plenty of time to get back around, mate. We're going to flick quick. Brock is in sector 1, yet to set a time. Maleficent, believe it or not, is still in the pits, and we do have Steam Nags out there on track somewhere. Yes, he is on a lap. He's 0.16 of a second slower than his previous best. He is currently sitting P17. He's in the danger zone. This is where we're watching. We are watching the danger zone. We don't care what's happening up the front. This is the action is. Let's go, Steve Nags. He wants to do better than a 1 minute 30.4. Currently on a 1 minute 30.8, that is 4/10. That is a racing point getting well and truly out of the way. That is Noodle. Thank you very much, mate. As Steve comes around this final corner now, he's about to hit that DRS zone, rear wing wide open. He's about to set his time of a 1 minute 29.5.
He survives.
Has he survived?
No.
He's currently P15. He's currently P15, and we've got It's Not Me, It's You currently on a lap. It's Not Me, It's You is currently on a lap, followed by Brock Bamford. Brock Bamford is further along. We are going to watch him. He's gone.
No, Brock's invalidated. No.
So we are watching It's Not Me, It's You. He's currently 10th, better than his previous best. He's currently in Sector 2. Absolutely in Sector 2.
Oh, he spun it.
Again. I think Eggs has survived by the skin of his teeth, mate. Because I do believe It's Not Me, It's You was on a lap, mate. He was on a lap, and I do believe he was going to knock that time down.
I think pressure's got to their heads.
Unfortunate. That is a qualifying one session, if I'm not mistaken. Not officially over. We're waiting for this countdown and all of them to be classified. But the knockout zone, done and dusted, BB. We have, unfortunately, Rolling Thunder, Mike Swift, It's Not Me, It's You, Maleficent, and Brock Bamford will be eliminated from the rest of the qualifying session. They will not participate in Q2, mate. Unfortunate from the lads.
P9.
That is something to... Well done, Benty. Proud of the lad. Good stuff. Good to see. He's put in some effort this week, and I've been in a couple of sessions with him, and the lad has. And good on you, Venti. P9. Well done. Fantastic. Well done. And so has Rolling's been flat out at work, though. I do know he does long hours. So yeah, Rolling, unfortunately, showing a bit of Ferrari love. I apologise, guys, but the joys of being a commentator, I guess.
All right, Q2, and it's an interesting mix-up grid.
Well, obviously, BB, as this goes on, I said it at the start of the broadcast. This track will most certainly rubber in as this session runs long. Starting, as you know, the quickest time you set in a Q2 on that tyre compound will be the tyre compound you set for the race. Start the race on, I do apologise. And be interesting to see what people do. I know what me personally I would like to do. But yeah, anyway, that's where the interest lies, I dare say, mate, because these soft tyres on this track, they tend not to last too long, mate. But we do have, as I said before, unfortunately, Rolling Thunder, Mike Swift, It's Not Me, It's You, Maleficent, and Brock Bamford out of this session, out of Q2, and Exquisite with a 1 minute 26.483. Just, wow, 12 hundredths ahead of Johnny M4. That was really, really close, BB.
It was. Hopefully he'll be able to do the next few little polls in Q2 and Q3 and maybe get a lights the flag victory.
Wow, you never know, mate. You never know. Could do the good old hat trick, pole position. Well, we can't do the hat trick because we didn't have a try session, but the double anyway. Do the pole position and the race win. It's always a great weekend when that one works out. But yeah, as you know, mate, that doesn't happen too often in league racing. So yeah, interesting to see what these boys are going to put on their cars. Whether they go out on a scrub set, an old set of softs, if they've got, I'm not too sure if those set of softs from Q1 or you throw them out. I can't remember. I think you still can carry them over and discard them at the end of a Q2 session. So, like I said, use an old set of softs to just get your eye in, put a set of mediums on if that's the way you want to go. But we do have someone out on track. I've missed out who that was. That is James Ralph. James Ralph is currently out on track. We haven't seen too much of this guy. Missed him in the Q1 session, and I do apologise, James. But yeah, Mr. Inconspicuous, we'll call him. Well, I'll call him that because I made a mistake. but yes, quietly went about his business out there on the medium. So yeah, he's thinking long term, quite possibly. I do know from past league experiences, as you probably do yourself, BB, being a tier 1 driver yourself, mate, that this track here does not like the soft. I mean, it does like the soft compound, but they do not last. That's a given. And I know that. Excuse me. I do know that. Starting with them at the start of the Grand Prix, you're probably lucky to get maybe 7 laps, 8 quality laps anyway. They're just dead. No juice left in them. Where the mediums, the longevity of the mediums, as we discussed so many times, this all-important strategic Q2 session. It's interesting to see what these lads are going to come up with.
It will be. It will be, as I believe that you're able to pull off the one stop with the medium tyres.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see a few of those. But as James Ralph heading into turn 1 now, does it nicely, hits the apex, comes out nice and clean, starts wide, comes in at the apex and comes out wide once again. A beautiful racing motto everyone should know.
Fantastic.
Coming into the next few turns, as everyone, well, his sectors will all be purple, as we will see, but we like to see in quali each of the drivers getting knocked out, getting bumped up, seeing who improves, seeing who fails. But hey, that's the joy of quali.
that's a seeing who fails. I love it, BB. That's a bit harsh, mate.
Hey, gotta get the point out there. No point holding hesitation.
Well, he's ripped it off straight like a band-aid. It's gonna hurt for 2 seconds, but you'll get over it pretty quickly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. So we are watching James Ralph here, currently on a flyer. As my co-commentator did say, purple. First guy to set a time. He'll be purple everywhere. We are just going to pay a bit of homage to the chat. We've got F1 Brio saying, come on, Haas, team director. Wants a double Q3 finish. Wow, there you go, team director. Some barking orders out there. We've got Mike Health saying, I had to avoid my lap to have dinner. Well, okay, fair enough. There you go. As James Ralph sets a 1 minute 27 point. Oh, excuse me, 8.
I believe that person that was saying that the race director for Haas, I wonder if that's Gunther Steiner in disguise.
Hopefully not using that language, but we'll press on. But yes, Nick Magoo sets a time of a 1 minute 28, excuse me, 0.5.
Noodle doing a 128.6, putting him in 3rd place, as I believe is the other Haas of Steam Nags coming across the line now. Steam Nags coming across the line to do a 129.4. And then it's going to be a Williams. Big Fletch.
128.8. Well done there by Big Fletch. He's Red Bull Moose, and he has invalidated. And they're coming in thick and fast. This is Raptor with a 1 minute 29.4. Good enough for P7. And that is that Johnny M4? It certainly is Johnny M4 on the soft compound tyres. Coming around that final bend, let's just see what Johnny M4 can do. Opens up that rear wing, DRS wide open, and purple. There you go, a 1 minute 26.5. Great lap from the lad.
It's going to be controversial there on the soft tyres, so he's definitely going to have to probably pit early from the soft, then go into the hards and probably finish the race there, because I don't think those fresh mediums can last all the way, although I think it's only 29
Sorry,
laps.
mate, to cut you off there, but Benty Supersoft just crossed the line, and he's at a 1 minute 29.2. Good enough for P7.
Well done, looking like Q3 for the man, as I don't know if you missed, but Exqueen went pole. Also,
I did miss that, and I do apologise, Exqueen.
For a little while, but then Johnny's came. But no, this is going to be a definite close fight to watch at the front. Johnny versus Exqueen. As I believe, I'm trying to catch who it is next. It's supposed to be Red Bull Moose, but Red Bull Moose has invalidated.
Yeah, he has invalidated,
his
mate.
time.
Yeah, unfortunate from the guy. Yeah, I was just trying to pick up that as well. I think Crump is yet to see Crump. Forever Shack is still in this pit lane. I'm just going to pay. While we're going through a bit of a lull here in a Q2 session, always tends to happen. We've got Portinator in the chat saying Team Alpha Tauri. A solid practice last night, backing Esquim to bring home the win. Wow, Portinator throwing his hand in. There you go, guys. Portinator has just dobbed in Esquim to take this one out. And we've got Mike in there. Sorry, Ports. We've got Mike in there saying, I might have a sleep for the remaining of the session. I'm knocked out in Q1. Well, mate, there is a long session at hand, as you do know, and one to follow this one. But yes, you can do whatever you choose, mate.
That's right, as Johnny did improve in time. Johnny went from 126.605, moving it up to 126.4, so he's definitely saying, come and get me, boys. I'm going to make this hard for yous.
Definitely, mate. Absolutely he is. But yes, Donny's about to start a lap in that Papaya McLaren. Yes, P15. Have not seen him yet in this Q2 session. Currently on the medium compound there, BB. Johnny M4, let's not forget, he's done a rapid time there of a 1 minute 26.4. He's chancing his arm to do a bolt here. That's my opinion. If he's comfortable there, he'd want to look to get pole position, if I'm not mistaken, because on the soft compound, it's more of a sprint. You've got to absolutely treat every race lap like a quali lap just to get that distance, because he will be extremely quicker than the guys behind him. Well, if the guys behind him are on mediums, of course. Yeah, they won't last, mate. Unfortunately, they won't last. And we've got P White, all right. Is T2 Wednesday nights? It certainly is Wednesday night. And T1 is Thursday nights. That is correct, P White, all right. Definitely, mate. So, yes, same track, same channel, same time. But, yes, tomorrow night you can catch the Tier 1 boys. Myself, BB, P White, all right, if I'm not mistaken, is part of it. We've also got It's Mr. Mount, but this is Tier 2. We're going to pay some attention to these boys as Don Under Fire. Don Under Fire is about to set his time on a medium. It looks pretty neat. I'm not too sure if he would be happy with this lap, but it looks pretty tidy here, BB. He's got plenty of fuel. He's got enough ERS to go again. Let's just see what he does. He does, wow, there you go. A 1 minute 28.0. So fantastic stuff there from the lad. Well done, Don.
That is, as he went purple sector 1, but must have just lost the time throughout the lap, as our next driver across the line, well, it's one of your favourites, is the Mercedes boys. Pulling it out there, he's just gone second, a 127.6. It's next it's followed by Red Bull Moose, but Red Bull Moose is doing a lap at the moment, just starting it off nicely. As I'm just trying to catch all this.
I think we're going to pick up Forever Shack here, mate. Forever Shack's yet to set a time. He's in Sector 2. He's about to approach. There you go. Oh, it's not purple, but yes, because, well, Johnny M4 did a lap on the softs. Of course it's not going to be purple, especially through that section of the track there where the grip is paramount. But let's just see what Forever Shack can do, albeit in the Mercedes, in the Q2 session. On that medium compound, he's thinking race strategy here, if I'm not mistaken. But this looks pretty competitive, BB. A 1 minute 28.1. Fantastic.
Yes, it's next it's going to be Red Bull Moose, and my favourite, as he invalidates, as I was going to say, my favourite part of the track. As I saw he went a little bit early and completely saw him cut that chicane, but as well, my point was proven as he's had his lap invalidated.
That's unfortunate from him. Yeah, what can you say, mate? I mean, there is time. There is still plenty of time. 5 minutes remaining in this session. So there is plenty of time for the guy to do a lap. Excuse me. Just depending on how much fuel he's got in that Red Bull. If he has to come in and go out again, the light's not flashing. He's got plenty of fuel, mate. So, but the unfortunate thing is he's going to do an extra lap on those softs, BB, and that doesn't help anyone's cause, albeit at this track here, mate. Just see what he can do. Let's have faith in the lad. Red Bull Moose about to start his flying lap here in a Q2 session. Wants to pull himself out of this bottom 5. Well, you've got, well, from 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 will be eliminated. He is currently sitting P14. Of course, yet to set a time. Let's just see what this guy can do. He's about to approach the end. Well, he's coming up towards this very tricky section here. You can gain and lose so much time. You don't want to ride that too much, but get on the power nice and easy. Very easy to lose the back end there. He's approaching that sector line. He's got purple sector 1. We are staying with this lap. He needs to put this time. And P White, all right, I think he's just realised who is commentating. And yes, P White, all right, it is me. So yes, Red Bull Moose coming down that twisty downhill left-hander, and he's just opened up his rear wing now. Take it away, BB. Sorry, mate.
It's all good, it's all good. You seem to be enjoying this lap.
Yeah, I was, mate. I was watching it, but yeah, the laugh came from in the comments. Oh, and he's invalidated. P. White Allright's reaction when he's realised who was commentating, and yeah, absolutely loved it. P. White Allright, of course, you can catch him tomorrow night, I do hope. I think he is back from his honeymoon. The lad just recently got married. So yes, congratulations. No, congratulations. Of course, congratulations. Absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, we wish him all the best, of course, and we do hope to see him back out on track very, very soon, as we are watching Big Fletch is currently on an outlap. So, Crump is yet to make a move. Red Bull Moose is in the pit lane. That's Tough Chef is currently on an outlap. His teammate, Big Fletch, is about to start a lap now. He's furthest along. He's currently sitting P9. P9 he is currently sitting, so he doesn't feel safe, maybe quite vulnerable there in P9. He's on the soft compound tyre, BB. He did do that time on the medium, so yeah, he's feeling vulnerable. Wants to put the softs on, get through this session, get into a Q3, mate.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him whatsoever. Coming into Sector 1 now, he goes purple. 4.7.4 tenths up on his delta. So he is looking quite good here. Coming into this next turn, he enters it in second gear. Gets a little bit loose on the exit of the apex, but he does alright there. He nearly conquers that corner perfectly, just missing the outside line there just by a few centimeters. But it does mean that he does have a great exit coming onto this back straight. Entering it in fourth gear, he does that beautifully, just misses the line again. Just anything goes wide a little, although coming into the second sector now, it's purple for Big Fletch here. He's looking insane this lap on those fresh softs.
Wow. So BB, go ahead, take it away, mate. Take it away, buddy.
It's all good, it's all good. Coming into his last few turns, he goes into third gear, and now coming onto the main straight, about to hit that DRS. The wing wide open, ERS as well. He'll go
awesome.
He'll go second with a 126.8.
But he went purple sector 2, sector 3, so that's safe, mate. He's safe. So that is fantastic from the guy. We've got that's Tough Chef. Currently got it all wrong there. He's maybe just getting out of the way of a couple of the guys. We do have 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. We are watching Raptor at the moment. He's about to set his time. He's got his teammate Trump on an outlap behind him. Maybe he's giving him a little toe, but Raptor does a 1 minute 28.0. Good enough for P6.
He is, as I've got Crump in my sights, but I've also got Red Bull Moose in my mirrors as well. He's got around 40 seconds to get around this Sakia Bahrain track, as he looks like he'll absolutely smash it, but I reckon if he was a little bit further, we could have seen some controversy.
Well, mate, we've got, also looking at here, Steam Nags, he's invalidated. If he's got the fuel, he can go again. He's got 25 seconds. He's got his mate with plenty of time to spare. We've got, that's Tough Chef sitting in the pit lane. That is his session over. Red Bull Moose is on a lap. We're going to stay with Red Bull Moose. Where is Crump? Crump's further along. Yes, Crump is further along. Yes, and we've got P. White Allright questioning Johnny M4. What are you doing on the softs? Johnny M4 said, yeah, I forgot about the strategy. But anyway, we move on. We are watching Crump through this sector 2 here. He's currently on the medium compound. He has not set a time. He has not set a time here, BB. He wants to keep this nice and clean. He has got no time to go again. This has to be the lap. This has to be the lap. He does have his teammate behind him of Raptor, who did put a lap in previously of a 128.0 and got himself well and truly out of that zone. So yeah, very, very competitive down the bottom here, mate.
It looks like Crump has been knocked out, but it's last man himself, Red Bull Moose, as Red Bull Moose is invalidated. He's invalidated.
He has invalidated. So yes, that is it done. Is Steam Nag still out there? Steam Nags, he's gone wide. He's gone real wide. He was currently 1/10 slower than his previous best. But yeah, I think he's aboard of that one. Venti Supersoft, his session is over, but he's sitting nicely there in P11. He's got a free tyre choice. So, interesting to see which way that fella leans. But yeah, we do have the guys eliminated, unfortunately. Venti Supersoft, Steamed Nags, Crump, That's Tough Chef, and Red Bull Moose are done and dusted in this session. As BB, for the viewers out there, can you just give us, I remember in a Q1 session there, my friend, there was a 5-place grid penalty, mate. Who was that to?
It was for It's Not Me, It's You.
And where did... It's Not Me, It's You. Okay, and he copped the fire, so I dare say he will be starting at the very back of the grid. But yeah, I thought it might have been one of the lads further up than that. But yeah, It's Not Me, It's You with a 5-place grid penalty. That is the Q2 session done, folks. Johnny M4 on the soft compound, which is a big surprise, especially to his counterpart there, people. All right, with a 1 minute 26.4. So, yeah, interesting.
I definitely think getting knocked out in Q2 is a little bit of an advantage if you are smart with it. This is what I would personally do. I would check on those hard tires because they are fresh. Try and go for as long as you possibly can, and then get onto those softs. So, if any of you drivers getting knocked out in Q2 can hear that, what about that strategy? Hards and then the softs.
Something to think about there, BB, for sure, mate. You're going to confuse them even more so. Unfortunately, well, no. I'll explain later. Not the time or the place there, P1, all right. But Don Under Fire, pit assist did me dirty. Ran me straight into Raptor as I was coming out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Of course, you boys understand that, yeah, you guys should be recording, or if you're broadcasting to your own personal Twitch, there should be stuff there. Yeah, 100% P White, all right. Sorry, guys. P White, all right. Of course, mate. Yeah, I'll have a chat with you later on. No stress, mate. Everything's all good. It's all hunky-dory. Good news, big news coming our way. So anyway, we'll move on.
As is looking as Forever Shack will be the first one to be out of pit lane, followed by his teammate. So I say those two are communicating with each other, saying, well, let's go get P1, P2 like the IRL drivers, shall we? Although it isn't looking like it. It's going to be Noodle. Noodle's the first one out on track.
Is it really? There you go.
Yes, it's Noodle.
True. The Racing Point.
Basically the mini Mercedes.
Yeah, the pink Mercedes.
Yes,
it certainly is. Smooth operator. Is Mike? Mike is still awake. He's still with us. Is Mike? Which he did say he was going to fall asleep, but he was knocked out in that Q1 session. But yeah, he's still with us, and he's hanging on for dear life. But yes, Noodle is on an outlap. All these boys are on an outlap, which gives us time to talk a little bit about. Oh well, this track here. This is the section, isn't it? I mean, in my opinion, that corner there, this corner coming up, these two corners here, in my opinion, make or break the lap. That's just what I think. They're very easy to get wrong, but I mean, you nail them, and mate, the time you gain all down this straight is phenomenal. So it's all about exit speed here, and especially this section here, this is all about corner speed. So it's how much you can downhill. The downhill braking is exactly the trickiest part of the track, because you can think that you can get on brakes a little bit later and you can't. It's very fine line, as you'll probably see tomorrow night, as the Tier 1 boys will be pushing the limits, as these Tier 2 boys are pushing the limits. And yes, looking forward to seeing absolutely everybody out there on track, and how this one plays out too, BB. Noodle Marvel about to set his time while start his lap. We're going to stay with him. He'll be the first one. Let's not forget purple, you will see. But behind him is the Haas of James Ralph. And then we have Mercedes of, I think that may be Beans. Is that Beans? Yes, it certainly is Beans.
Yeah, it'll be Beans and then Forever Shack.
So yeah, we'll try to pick them up as quick as we can. Of course, this is the start of a Q3 session. It depends on what these guys are planning to do in this session. How many tyres they cooked in previous sessions and stuff like that. Whether we only see them out there for one flying... Their boys are distracting me in the chat, and it's great. But when we see these boys out there for one flying lap, Yet to be seen, mate. Just depends on how, like I said before, mate, how many tyres they cook during their sessions. So, interesting, man. I'm very interested to see what these boys have done during their sessions, because all will be revealed when lights go out, as we do know. So, yeah, stay tuned, folks. This is well and truly not over. And let's not forget, the guys who are out of the top 10, they've got free tyre choice. So it'd be interesting to see the guys in the top 10 who are going to be starting on the softs. The guys behind them might just think, you know what? They're going to burn. We know they're going to burn. Let's just put on a hard compound. As Noodle sets a 1 hit at 27.3. The first guy, James Ralph, trumps it by nearly a full second of a 1 minute 26.6 as Forever Shack coming around this last corner now. DRS section wide open. Here he comes now, crosses the line, and he's gone potential pole with a 1 minute 26.6. Next to cross
Don
the line,
under fire.
Mr. Lap. Don under fire. Crosses the line with a 1 minute 26.5. And his teammate's about to set a time now. Nick Magoo. If I'm not mistaken, Nick Magoo has Raptor for company. They're both about to set a time. Nick Magoo 129 dead. Raptor with a 128.1. Wow. Let's quickly flick to Exqueen. Exqueen, we've missed every single hot lap this lad's done, but we did not miss this one. That was a 1 minute 26.2. Fantastic stuff from the lad. Johnny M4 now. Johnny M4, he will be starting on the soft compound tyre. Johnny M4 is coming around this last corner now. Wants to keep it nice and tidy. You do want to stay well and truly off that curve. DRS wide open. Crosses the line now. Way! Johnny M4, 126.1. Fantastic lap. And is that Beans? It is Beans. Beans is yet to set a time. We're going to stick with Beans. This will cool down this session. Beans is... Well, his fuel light is screaming at him. He must be running on the fumes of an oily rag, but let's just see what he can do here, BB. His ERS is down to 25%. He is on the very limit. There is yellow flags waved in front of him. I do believe that is his car getting well and truly out of his way or entering pit lane. Yes, it is, and we thank you. So he crosses the line now and sets a 1 minute 26.4. Fantastic.
It is well... Over half of the grid, it went all the way from Noodle, who went pole, the very first one, getting bumped down to P8, so all our top...
I apologise, BB, I apologise. Nick Magoo's on a lap. He's absolutely on a lap. He's going to go under the radar here, but no, he's done another lap of a 1 minute 26.7. Fantastic from the guy, as Raptor puts it in the pit lane. Exqueen is on a cooldown now. He's going to put in the pit lane. His fuel light is screaming as we've got Footy Dad saying how great I am. So thank you very much, Footy Dad. I appreciate that, mate. Yes, he's my teammate. That is Footy Dad for your enjoyment at home. That is AKA Old Boy. We call him Footy Dad simply for the fact he's got a footy team full of kids. Does not believe in TV or radio. So yes, we are watching Nick Magoo. Nick Magoo, is he on a cool down lap here, BB? I wasn't privy to the sectors.
He is.
There you go. So we are in an absolute lull in this session. And Noodle Marble. Well, there you go. Noodle Marble. He's coming out for his second run here. We have 5.5 minutes remaining in this session, BB.
He is. As well, it's been quite a good quality in Q1, I reckon. So far, it's been very, very interesting. As Nick Magoo looks like this will be his last shot, unless he gets invalidated, and he could quickly put it in the pits for one more time. But Nick Magoo might have to set this one, as it'll just be a simple, pit. Go out for a lap, pit again, then get those fresh tyres on, then go out for another lap, and then call that a day.
Well, there is plenty of time there, mate. There is plenty of time. And yes, he has definitely gone into the pit lane. The guy furthest out on track there is currently Noodle Marble. And Don Under Fire is behind him. But they're both on outlaps, mate. There is little action. I'm just looking at this track map. We've seen Exqueen make another appearance for a second run here in a Q2 session. We've got Blue Dog saying 25. Yeah, well, that's Blue Dog is putting a bet on a turn one collision here at Bahrain, which is, let's hope not, Blue Dog. That is not what we want to see. But yes, turn one is very, very hard on the braking, as we all know. And hooking that into almost a 90 right, a 90, well, close to a 90 left. and then a little flick right, and yeah, she's done. So I understand where you're coming from, but let's hope not, my friend. As Noodle Marble is about, well, he's starting his lap now. He's going through this great section. Now, this sprint to the, well, what do they call that? Turn 1, 2, 3, turn 4, that is. I do apologise, guys. That is turn 4. He's approaching turn 5 now. This is a track that has no names for corners. Absolutely no names. They are just turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and that is no joke, ladies and gentlemen, as Noodle Marble did not come purple up on his, well, on my screen anyway, and I'm not too sure what time's relevant to what he's done in the previous, because I did miss that. But yes, let's just see what he can do. He's in this great sprint. I love this part of the track, BB. I'll let you take this from here, mate.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the track here. As well, as you were saying, Noodle has previously done a 127.3. As it looked like his lap was about to be invalidated, but he is going nice and strongly, about 3.361 tenths up on his delta. So he is looking good at the moment. Although coming onto this last turn is, well, it's easy to do, but you get a bad exit out of it, you can really lose time, but he does that absolutely beautifully.
Oh, it's in the pit lane.
Oh dear.
That's brilliant, isn't it? That's always the way, BB. You're in the comment box, you give someone a pump up, you get them on a lap, and you think, oh yeah, you have got a lap. Pick it up from the end of it, and yes, put it in the pit lane.
That's it's quite embarrassing for us.
No, mate, it happens all the time. Just roll with it, brother. It's the way it is. I blame the drivers.
It's now Don under fire.
Don under fire across the line now. He sets a 1 minute 26.3. Fantastic.
It won't be his teammate next. It's not going to be him either. Not Big Fletch either. It's looking like it's going to be Exqueem. Exqueem will be the next one, as these two drivers, Big Fletch and Nick Magoo, were actually on their outlaps. So it's going to be Exqueem. And it doesn't look like Johnny M14 is out there, although I think he's just on turn 7 there. As Exqueem is going to come across the line and do a 125.9. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the 125s. We are here. We have arrived. How will Johnny M4 respond to this? Will he absolutely smash it, or could we see maybe an invalidation or a spin? We'll never know.
As Big Flesh has lost the back end there in Sector 2. That's unfortunate. As we quickly flick to Nick Magoo. Is it Nick Magoo on a lap? He certainly is. He's Don on a lap. Don is slower than his previous best, so we're going to flick to Nick Magoo. I'm not too sure. I think the Merc on the outlap, Forever Shack, is out there as well. So we're going to see Forever Shack about to cross the line at some point in the next couple of minutes. We have 1 minute remaining in this session, BB. As Nick Magoo is currently 2 tenths better than his previous best, puts him roughly around where Forever Shack is. So Forever Shack would want to have a great lap, because he's going to be, well, this is a massive improvement from Nick Magoo. Let's just pick this lap up from the end. As he comes around this last corner now, turn 15, he's approaching this DRS zone. Rear wing right open. There you go, folks. Crosses the line now. Sets a 1 minute 26.3. P4. Fantastic lap.
Looking like the good old McLarens have a P3, P4. Oh no. Seems like Johnny M14's in the pit. So it's looking like Exqueem will have pole position here.
Well, potential pole. There are still some guys out there. He's on a cool down lap. We are on Forever Shack. Forever Shack is currently on a lap there, BB. Rip the Beans is on a lap as well. He's furthest along. We're going to stay with Rip the Beans. Johnny M4 got disconnected. That's all good, mate. Welcome back. Rip the Beans is coming around this last corner now. DRS open. He's improving. This guy. He's about to set his time of a 1 minute 26.2. P3. Fantastic. As we've got Noodle sets a 1 minute 27.3. Does not improve. And that is his session done. Forever Shack will be next. He's gone purple. Sector 2, Forever Shack is about to, he wants to keep that inside that white line, and does just. And this looks like a cracking lap here, BB.
It does. Could Forever Shack come in here and spoil the party of Exqueem and Johnny M14? We're going to have Forever Shack coming across the line. It's going to be a 126.1, putting him in the second row with his teammate Rip the Beans.
Fantastic. BB, can you do me a favour, mate? Off screen, can you please send Johnny M4 an invite? His name is exactly how it is seen on the screen. M_4. Get him a couple of invites.
Happy to do that.
Going with a 5.9 with Johnny M4 with a 1 minute 26.130. We quickly go through these times. James Ralph, Noodle Marble, and Raptor make out the top 10.
There we go, hopefully just getting Johnny in there, just send him a friend request, so hopefully he should accept that, and then we'll be able to get him in.
That's it, mate. Beautiful.
Hopefully.
I'm on the I'm on the league account, so not everybody has added this one. I'm sure the boys will get onto that very, very soon. That way we can get boys in for driver interviews and all that sort of stuff, and as this season progresses. But yeah, we do thank you for joining us here at Oceania Racing League, Tier 2, Bahrain. Let's not forget.
Oh, IndyCar, maybe. No? Oh,
I called it.
yes.
Yeah. There was actually a couple of right-hand turns, but they were made. I'm only joking. There was, but yes, it was pretty much an oval, wasn't it? It was very much a sprint, and of course, George Russell in the Mercedes. The only pit stop that the Mercedes team happened to muck up is the pit stop he was in to win that race. So very unfortunate from the lad. But yes, a very strange Grand Prix, that one. I wasn't a fan of that track, but I'm a massive, massive, massive fan of this one. And yeah, of course the formation lap is on, guys. And we're just going to put all these telemetries on for your enjoyment. And we are looking at what these guys are starting at. No problem, Johnny M4. There you go. He's accepted. BB doing his thing. Much appreciated, BB. Thank you very, very much. But we are going to go Tris Exqueem, of course, sitting pretty on top of the tree with those mediums. We've got Johnny M4. Johnny M4 will be kicking himself. He started and he did that time on in the Q2 session on those softs. He will want to get past Exqueem pretty quickly. There you go. We've got a bit of a strat for you coming up on the screen at home for you guys now. We've got a soft medium medium or a soft medium hard is what this game is telling you guys to do there, which is a very, very, interesting strategy to say the least. But, yes, as we go through these tyre guys, Johnny M4 is the only guy in the top 6 to be on that soft compound. So his plan, in my opinion, is to jump Exqueem off the start with those sticky softs, have that great run down to turn 1, later on the brakes on the sticky softs, get the job done and sprint. Is the only way he is going to keep that track position. He needs to sprint and sprint with all his might. Just simply bring up that gap to put the mediums on, because they're not going to last, as we discussed before. But we quickly go through again. Big Fletch on the soft compound. He's sitting P7. James Ralph on the soft compound. These guys will be one to watch at the start, guys. These guys will be hoping to make amends and keep their positions at the start of this Grand Prix. Noodle on the medium, Raptor on the soft. We've got Venti Super Soft on the mediums. We've got that's Tough Chef.
Yep, that's the chef. Brock, he's on the hards.
And Brock Bamford on the hard compounds. So
definitely keep an eye out for these two. They've definitely listened. Gonna be interesting.
Fantastic. And yes, Venti super soft on the mediums, which is, he qualified P11, and yeah, he's put a set of mediums on for his tyre choice there, P wide, all right. But yes, we're about to fire this one up here, mate. We have 29 laps. 29 laps to count down here at Bahrain. And as we wait for these boys to load into this lobby, to load into this grid, we should say, BB, and this formation to get underway. Steam Nags has left the session, but we're about to get this show on the road. I'm not too sure what's happening here, but we wait patiently as we got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are go here at Bahrain. And what a fantastic start there by Johnny M4. Have a look at that. Absolutely blitzed him. And he's going to take it into turn 1. Nice and clean from the lads, making sure their braking zones are nice and tight. Oh, have a look at that. We've got a Renault. Renault nearly off track. A McLaren and a Mercedes have touched. That's Mick Magoo and ripped the beans down to the order. That is unfortunate from those guys, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. That is such a shame,
Johnny M4 there, sorry, I should say, getting in great with a nice start as Sally ripped the beans, losing it, or maybe get a bit touched there, but is now at the back of the grid. What will he be able to do in this race?
And Steam Nags trying to make a move on the outside there. Down under fire. Got a little bit tail happy. These guys were both on the mediums, excuse me. Wow, Steam Nags making his car extremely wide. Dom goes wide. Steam Nags hugs it in tight, and that is job done. P10 there, BB. What a move. Venti super soft up into P9. Fantastic.
It is. And it's looking quite good. It's straight to beans, getting past P9, P20, and it's not me, it's you. And Magnificent there as well. I reckon we could be seeing a Sergio Perez, getting spun out turn 1, hit onto the hards, off he goes.
Quite possibly, mate. Quite possibly, but we are looking at Brock Bamford. Brock Bamford is getting extremely racy behind Mike Swift. Whoa, and they've touched a little bit. Excuse me, Brock Bamford, of course, on that hard compound tyre. He's got phenomenal drive. We've got That's Tough Chef and Mike Swift battling out in front of him for P13, P14. Have a look at this train of cars, BB. This is insane.
Brock Bamford going for the dive bomb. He goes for it. There's a bit of contact between the Racing Point and himself, but he gets the position done on the Ferrari there. That I'm trying to catch which Ferrari there is. That's Rolling Thunder. But yes, no, it's looking good as they'll get the move done as Brock Bamford. There we go.
It's okay, mate. We have just lost telemetries. Oh no, here they come back up. And I'm not too sure what's going on, because I guarantee you, Maleficent is not leading this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
He's not leading this Grand Prix. Johnny M4 is. Johnny certainly is, and he enjoys a 2-second gap over Esquim. That's what Johnny wanted to do. He needed to sprint. He has to sprint. If he wants any chance of survival in this one, he has to make this stint. They're one of the best stints he's ever done, because the guys behind him are going to go longer. They're going to start eating into that gap at about lap 7 or 8ish, and he would want to build at least. Well, he's doing it extremely well. He's currently got 2.035 seconds ahead of Esquim, and Forever Shack is got Big Fletch. What a phenomenal start by Big Fletch, currently up to P4. Like I said, mate, those guys on those soft compounds, they wanted to make amends at the start there, BB. And Big Fletch absolutely doing bits. Up in P4, Nick Magoo, P5, James Rolfe, P6, Red Bull Moose, P7, wrapped up P8, Venti Supersoft, P9, Gone Under Fire. Oh, he's sending it. He is sending it on the inside of Steam Nags. Fantastically, Steam Nags ain't done yet. That is a great battle, and that is still going. That is P10, P11. Steam Nags, Gone Under Fire. Mike Swift is. Well, he looks like a cork in the bottle. We have got Rolling Thunder making up positions hand over fist, currently sitting P13, just behind Mike Swift. Unfortunately, Brock Bamford has a time penalty. I am not privy to the fact of what that is yet, but yes, Brock Bamford in P14, Trump in P15, Noodle in P16, That's Tough Chef, unfortunately in P17, It's Not Me, It's You. Of course, had that 5-place grid penalty. He's trying to make end roads. Unfortunately, in P18, Maleficent, P19, and Beans with that lap 1 unfortunate incident, obviously not his fault, is in currently P20.
It is as well. I can say this party is going to get started or get heavier as, well, Extreme is catching up to Johnny M4. That as those mediums are starting to dig in with those softs dying. So this is definitely going to be a fight to watch out for. It's Rip the Bean says, I don't know if you noticed, but he is on the hard, so...
He certainly is, mate. And I'm not too sure whether Johnny M4's made an error. Because Extreme has just caught him hand over fist. He's taken a second out in not even a lap. Let's just see if Johnny M4... No, Johnny M4's got no visible damage. But yes...
I say it's so soft, Sif is so
well, there
dead.
You go. Exactly, there you go. And his fellow compatriot there in the chat, he's just reminded me, yes, he did 2 laps on those softs on that Q2 session. So they're currently 5 laps old. They're approaching their 6th lap. They're approaching their 6th lap in age. And Sandeezy's out in the chat and he's throwing his support there behind Johnny. But I think he's just sitting back there, Sandeezy. But yes, as you're well aware.
I'm sorry. But Exclaim, I'm happy for you, bro. But, you know, being an Alfa Romeo driver, I've got to support Johnny here. You know. Come on, Johnny. Get this win for us, boy.
Absolutely brilliant. But yes, these gaps are starting to, well, to even out a little bit. We've also got Forever Shack. Forever Shack is, mate, have a look at Big Fletch. Sorry for talking like that, but that's just absolutely surprised me. Big Fletch, P4. P4, Big Fletch. Nick Magoo in P6. Forever Shack, P5. And have a look at Forever Shack all over the gearbox of Big Fletch. I wonder if these softs are dying, mate. I can't remember. I should have written it down on how many laps these lads did on the Q2 conditions on the session there, because it would have been helpful to know exactly right now where they're at.
Venti super soft. Oh, sorry for cutting you off there, but Venti nearly went for the dive bomb on the Raptor, but he just doesn't. Venti does have ERS. He uses it. There's a bit of contact. Does Venti have a bit of wing damage? He's going to try and go on the outside of Raptor. He goes wide, but he goes on the outside, sorry, I should say, but he tries to go for the switchback, but Raptor just covers the inside line. Definitely a fight to keep out for us. Venti nearly getting the position up into P8, but doesn't quite get it done just yet.
No, that's right, but I mean, you want to be careful because he's got Don under fire right behind him. And Venti's going to have to race smart here, mate. He's going to want to use his DRS zones here. He's going to also have to remember that Raptor, the Renault in front of him, is on the soft compound tyre. They are dying as we speak. He is going to go longer. He's going to jump him regardless. So he doesn't want to spend too much time fighting this guy. He just wants to get the job done and get it over and done with, to be fair. Just so he doesn't hinder his race anymore, so being stuck in traffic. But Forever Shack is still hunting Big Fletch. This gap is still on about 3/10 here, BB. I cannot believe it. Forever Shack has had a phenomenal start. P4, Forever Shack P5. And let's not forget Nick Magoo there having a race of a lifetime in P6, hunting down Forever Shack. He wants to take this position. Forever Shack on the hunt. Big Fletch going defensive. And Forever Shack has got the job done before turn 1. And so has, is Nick Magoo going to send it? Is he going to send it? He's about to. Thinks better of it. And well, that was very close. But job done by Forever Shack. Fantastic move there by the lad.
He does. This Johnny M14 just, I don't know what's up with those sides. They must be horribly dead. Although it seems that I've got a glitch in that. Oh no, it's just seemed that I had a glitch where the car would stay up at the most highest gear ever. But no. Johnny M14 leading away there, as we've just got to use that. Crump does have a time penalty here. But as we say that, Crump goes for a massive dive bomb, ruining Noodle. Although Crump has gone very wide there, making Muck Swift get 2 positions in 1 turn. Crazy there.
There you go. So Mike Swift has jumped his teammate, got in front of his teammate. Noodle there in P15 Trump in P16. So there you go, Noodle, apologise. Mike trying to make amends for having a snooze in Q1 session, according to him. But Don under fire, Venti, Supersoft, and Raptor. This is where it's at here, mate. This is absolutely where it's at. We'll let those boys further down the field. We'll try to catch them if they do make an overtake. But this is the battle for the final points position. And P10, P9, P8, all close together. Fantastic stuff, mate.
He is as well, Venti. He's just waiting. I don't think Venti should be using DRS here. I think Venti's just wait it out. Just see what Raptor does. And, you know, don't waste the engine. Just drive smartly. Although, as we're saying that, Don on the Fire's got so much slipstream. Don on the Fire gets one move done. Will he go for the dive bomb and get Raptor as well? As he's thinking about it, he's putting his car in there. Raptor just defends quite nicely, although Don on the Fire gets a great exit as those Raptor from those softs, they're absolutely dead. There's nothing Raptor can do. Although it's Don on the Fire. Don on the Fire, he's going wide here, he gets Raptor. Although Venti's joining the party, and Raptor's spun it! Oh, he spun it! No!
Oh, no! That is unfortunate from the guy, but that has given Venti, and Don has taken the 2 places. He's released the shackles, and Don has not only gotten by Raptor, he got by Venti at the same time. Holy moly, that is unbelievable. Great stuff there from Don, as he's now going to hunt down Red Bull Moose. He's got his teammate Nick Magoo in P5. He may be thinking, I want to finish these Papaya McLarens close together. We'll just wait and see what happens there. As Noodle Marble takes that position on Raptor. Yes, you are right there, BB. Those softs are done. Have a look at the telemetries from Johnny M4. It is slowly dying, and he's entering the pit lane as Exqueen is now
Johnny
inherited.
has a 5-second penalty. Johnny has a 5-second penalty, speeding in pit lane.
Oh no!
Sorry for cutting you off there, but like, my word.
Of course. That is so unfortunate from the guy. That is going to hinder his race big time. Oh no! I feel so sorry for him. That's speeding in the pit lane. And I know Johnny M4. Johnny M4 knows better than that. He's made a monumental error. Excuse me. I know he knows better than that. So yeah, that is unfortunate. He will be spewing. And he's gone on another set of softs. P-White, alright, is having a meltdown. But we have gone board with Steam Nags. And, well, he's looking at the gearbox of Brock Bamford here for P8, P9. Brock on those hard compounds, making them work at this stage of the Grand Prix. That's phenomenal. We've got Steam Nags in P9. Johnny M4 has come out from the lead in P10. He's put another set of softs on. He's put another set. I can't believe it.
I say that's smart there, Johnny, going for that extra pit stop so that he will maybe be able to chuck on the mediums. Also serving that 5-second penalty, because sacrificing that double pit stop to do an extra pair of softs, it is a smart thing to do. It will lose position, but it is definitely the best way to do it. So,
do you think so? Unless he gets by traffic, he needs to get by these traffic. He's got to get in front of. And he's touched the back. Well, I don't know if that's lag or what have you, but yes. Wow, there you go. He's moving himself up to P9. He's got Brock, his teammate, in front of him. Have a look at this. Johnny M4 is trying to make amends. I'm not too sure, mate. He needs to get through this traffic.
I think Johnny's got wing damage. I'm just seeing a bit of his car fly off.
Let's just double check. We'll double check. We're trying to wait for a good camera angle here, guys. I'm not too sure. Yes, you are right there, BB. Johnny M4 has wing damage. He's missing a right wing end plate. It's going to hurt him in Sector 2 there, BB. As you know, that fast, twisty section. Not so much Sector 1, not so much Sector 3, but Sector 2 is where it will be at for this guy. And that's unfortunate. That's hindered his race. That has hindered his race. I don't want to put the moz on him, but come on, Johnny.
Definitely going to be tough for him there, as we are watching, as I don't know if you're watching these back markers, but I definitely am. But Rip the Beast getting past Magnificent there, jumping up into P19, had a spin at turn 1, although at this rate it's looking good.
It certainly is, mate. We're also looking at, well, the gaps have opened up, haven't they? They really do have. I mean, there's not one guy in the lower part of the field, apart from Rip the Beans, who's about to make a move on Raptor in the DRS zone. He's got his overtake, but is he going to send it? No. This guy does not want to lose any part of his front wing. He had that horrendous start that was not his fault. that lost his front wing. A bit of damage there. He put the hard compound on. He needs to make it clean. Just make it work. He's on fresher, hard compound tyres. They're going to go way longer. He could be doing a hard soft here, BB, or even a hard medium. He will be, where the other guys in front of him are either going to go they can either go the hard option or go for that two-stopper. Put another set of the mediums or two sets of softs, whatever they choose to do. But yes, he's looking not too bad to pick up some positions here, BB.
No, I don't. I think that's his last strategy because he spun in turn 1 at the start of the race. So I think he went soft hard. So I don't think Rip the Beans is doing another pit stop at all.
There you go. There you go. So what's that? That'll be 23 laps on those. Another 23 laps. So that's 20. Well, there's 6 laps on. There is another, 19 laps to go. That would be 25 laps on. Excuse me, my maths was way out of whack there for a second. But yeah, as Crump gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles.
Rip the Beans here getting DRS. He might go for the move. He does. Rip the Beans going a dive bomb. Can he get it done nice and cleanly? No wing damage, not at all. Coming out of the exit though, although those mediums are surviving though, but those hards are going to be fresh as daisies as well. He gets it done, although this fight is not over yet. Raptor versus Rip the Beans.
Done though, mate. Yeah,
oh, it is?
Job
yeah,
done.
It is.
Yeah, he's made that move. He made it stick. He had phenomenal exit speed out of turn 3. Yeah, just had the grip. I just had the grip, put it down on the ground. I put that energy through those tyres onto that tarmac a lot better than Raptor did there and made that move. So we're going to quickly flick back up. We've got Big Fletch. Big Fletch is currently in DRS zone of Forever Shack. So is Brock Bamford. Brock Bamford having the time of his life. Currently up in P7. That's fantastic to see.
Oh, our front runner's going in.
He's super soft. Currently P6 on those 10 lap hold mediums. That's fantastic. He's just jumped. Well, you've got some guys. Nick Magoo has just pitted. So yes, Fenty Supersoft has moved up to P5. Exqueem leads this one by 17 seconds, BB. Followed by Don Under Fire. Don Under Fire, of course. Wow, what a phenomenal race. He's carved his way through.
Nick Magoo has spun, and he's ran into Mike Swift. Nick Magoo coming out of turn 1 there. He lost it, I think. But coming back onto the exit now, he's caught Mike Swift with a bit of wing damage there. So there goes the Racing Point. And also the McLaren. So
you are right there, BB. That right wing end plate is missing on that Racing Point. Sorry, mate. Go ahead.
It's all good though. It's all good though. As we should be seeing Exqueem with an 18.1 second gap. Now note the pit time in here is around 25 seconds. So I don't know if Exqueem's just trying to wait for as long as he can.
We're about to see an overtake here, though. I do think, BB, I think Forever Shack is lining up Rolling Thunder. Yes, he is. He certainly is. And he's made that move stick.
Big Fletch. Big Fletch is going to come out of nowhere. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Yeah, mate. Big Fletch is following Forever Shack around as well. And Rolling Thunder, in that 1-2 corner section there, has just lost 2 positions. One to Forever Fletch, moving up to P9. Big Fletch. Did I say Forever Fletch? I meant Forever Shack. P9, Big Fletch, P10, Rolling Thunder, P11.
Is Exqueem doing well nicely there, although Johnny M4 is back in 2nd place. So even though he's had a 5-second penalty, he's really made do with this situation and he's driving quite well. Even though he has to do another pit stop, it's quite a beautiful drive.
Well, we're just going to quickly flick to that, and yes, we're looking at these time penalties. Johnny M4 has 5 seconds for his trouble there, BB. Brock Bamford has 6. Crump has 6. Rolling Thunder with 3. Raptor with 5. And It's Not Me, It's You has 8 seconds. So these penalties are going to play a massive effect come end of this Grand Prix, mate.
It is. And we'll just Exqueem doing a very nice drive here. Absolutely doing it perfectly. Doesn't seem to be under any stress.
Wow, he's under no pressure. He's having a cruisy time. And we have got battles at the moment. We've got Steam Nags looking at Venti Supersoft. We've also got Forever Shack, Big Fletch. Very, very, very close together as well. So These guys, and I think Big Fletcher's made the move. Has Big Fletcher made the move? No, he spun! Big Fletcher spun! Oh no! There he spun, and that releases Forever Shack on the back of Noodle Marble. That is so unfortunate from Big Fletcher. He was having a cracking race.
Yes, we've just noticed Exquemus came in for the hard, so he will be chasing down Johnny M4 there. So definitely the battle.
I think Exqueem is sitting where he wants to be, mate. He's P2 on the type. He does not have to pit again. And as you were, mate, Johnny definitely will need to pit again. As we're watching Steam Nags and Venti Supersoft having a cracking battle. Venti with his elbows out. That is fantastic, mate. P5, P6 battling.
Yeah, definitely a massive step up, particularly for you in the Ferrari. Hopefully you're glad seeing him do well, Venti Supersoft.
Mate, I have got a big smile on my face, but I am not going to say any more than that. But yes, Venti Supersoft doing a phenomenal job. Yes, Forever Shack also looking at the back of Steam Nags. Steam Nags is under the pump now from Forever Shack, who's just released Venti Supersoft. Because yes, Steam Nags is under the pump. Forever Shack making that black Mercedes look extremely big. It look extremely racy. And yeah, maybe Steam Nags made a couple of errors, but I think Steam now has just caught the back of Venti Supersoft. So these guys are tussling for position. They're actually losing time to Brock Bamford, which would suit him just nicely. He's got the hard compounds on. He just wants the nice clean race. He does have that time penalty. Venti Supersoft is currently 4.5 seconds behind him. Look at the battle. So you can see what's happening here, BB. You've got Forever Shack and Steam Nags battling. Oh, and they've touched! They have touched, and Forever Shack has lost his end plate. He has lost his end plate. That is unfortunate. As Venti Supersoft and Steam Nags both hit, Forever Shack has been released up into P5.
Yes, though he has a bit of... Is it Forever Shack that has some wing damage?
Yes, it certainly is, mate. It's a right wing end plate is missing. It is absolutely missing. I am looking at it as we speak. Yes, it is gone. There you go, folks. So he got damage. He ran into the back of, who was that? Steam Nags, and lost that end plate. That was unfortunate. But yeah, we'll carry on with this one, mate. As these guys are starting to pit now, we'll wait for these times and the telemetries, obviously, to all sort itself out after a pit stop. Apparently, Red Bull, Moose, and Forever Shack, from what I can see, was the closest battle on track, if I'm not mistaken, mate.
It's looking like it. Forever Shack and Red Bull Moose.
So we'll stick with that. Give me a chance to wet my whistle, and we will go again. We are currently on lap 14 of 2090, BB.
We are as well. It's just moments now until we should see Johnny M4 hopefully pit, and with Exqueen not too far behind. I don't mean to put this commentator curse down, but I think Exqueen is looking in a great position to win this race. As Brock Bamford's retired from the session.
We have a VSC. We have a VSC. Brock Bamford has retired. Where is he on track? We've got Don Under Fire approaching. There he is. There he is. Hang on. Who's behind that? Big Fletch is coming around now. We're jumping on board with Big Fletch. Oh, no. That's Tough Chef. Where can we see him? There he is. There is Brock. Unfortunately, out of the Grand Prix. Oh, that is devastating. He will be dropping down the order. Yes, he certainly will. He will be a DNF. That is unfortunate from the lad. But yes, we have neutralised this Grand Prix with a VSC. As Johnny M4 currently enjoys a 4.7 second lead over Exqueen 24. Wow, he's in a class of his own today, the lad. Read the strategy perfectly in a qualifying 2 session. Did start the race on the medium, the better tyre to start this Grand Prix on. Currently enjoying the hard compound, and Johnny M4 will need to pit. So James Ralph, I dare say, they'll go to the end. I dare say those mediums, although they'll be extremely tough towards the end, whether he holds that 3rd place or not. But these hard runners on 3 laps, 2 laps, 0 laps, they're the ones to look out for, guys.
Oh, Venti Supersoft has spun in turn 1, putting him down all the way in 17th, so it's not good for him. Although, Rip the Beans has been absolutely whizzing his way through this field. He does have a penalty, although he spun in turn 1. He was in last, so he's right on the verge of getting points here.
He certainly is, mate. And he also has a damaged front wing to boot. So, I mean, this guy here just wanted to keep it nice and clean. Sorry, I apologise. That was Forever Shaq who's got that damaged front wing. Rip the beans, yes, you are right. Absolutely had a race of his life. He's carved his way through this field nicely, BB.
He really has.
Sorry,
I reckon we'll be able to get him in for an interview if he can get driver of the day. But this is just an insane drive by him.
Well, he's a Mercedes driver.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
We're not giving them driver of the day. No, I'm joking. Urban, if you're out there listening, how are you, mate? So, yes, Noodle is looking at... Rolling Thunder is also having a cracking race. He's currently in P8. I'm going to quickly flick to position changes for the guys at home. Just to see what's happened. Who's who in the zoo? And there you go. Red Bull Moose up 11 places. Well done, son. We've got That's Tough Chef up 7. Rolling Thunder up 8. Well done. That is awesome to see. The biggest loser, I don't like to call them that, but the biggest losers, unfortunately, are the two Mercedes drivers. They have dropped 7. Rip the Beans has dropped 7 positions, and Forever Shaq has dropped 9. So they are not having a great day.
Here we go. Johnny M4 entering the pits. Exqueen is now officially off and away.
Wow, that'd be interesting to see. Johnny M4 could put the mediums on. He does not need to go the hard compound. As well, what was happening there behind? We've got a cracking battle for P8, P9. This is between Noodle and That's Tough Chef. And also Steam Nags hanging on the back of this. This is great stuff.
He is as well. I think Johnny was held up in the pits. I think he was held up by the Haas team, but... No,
Johnny M4 would have served his time penalty there, BB. And he would have, I'm pretty sure, would have got rid of that 5-second time penalty, if I'm not mistaken. So he will come out and you will see, yeah, he got rid of that time penalty. So he's got rid of that penalty, so there will be no discrepancies there. So those guys up the top there, BB, it will be racing to the flag. Johnny M4, as I said before, has put a brand new set of medium compound tyres on. He is on the hunt. He wants to catch Don under fire. Let's just keep an eye on these telemetries. These mediums are going to be very quick.
Spun.
Oh, that's unfortunate from It's Not Me, It's You. But yeah, Johnny M4 would want to get a move on. He's looking, well, he's catching Don hand over fist with those fresh medium compound tyres. These gaps have spread right out. We're looking at, excuse me, Rolling Thunder has got Steam Nags behind him. And oh, what's happening there? Yeah, and Steam Nags is out of this session. He is disconnected. And that disconnected car, I think, is causing a little bit of havoc out there. With guys trying to get past and so on. And so, Rolling Thunder, don't even worry about that. If you're listening to this, mate, don't worry about the one behind. Worry about the one in front. He ain't going anywhere near you. So, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there from Steam Nags. When you've got a disconnected car, the AI can be a bit of a pain in this game. They can tend to be a bit aggressive, BB, as you're well aware. But yeah, Forever Shaq now is looking at his teammate, Rip the Beans. Rip the Beans, well, like you said, these two Mercedes, it's almost damage limitations. Rip the Beans is on 15-lap-old mediums. Forever Shaq has front wing damage, but on the medium compound tyre. Sorry, Beans is on 15-lap-old hards. I do apologise, guys. So, yeah, the gaps have sort of spread out a little bit. That's where we're looking at, BB. We're looking at P8 right through to P11. That's where these battles are at, mate. So, unfortunately, the guys at the front, yes, one to keep an eye on, Johnny M4, but he has what, 11 laps to catch, well, to make any sort of dent in Exqueen. Red Bull Moose, let's not forget, is 10.6 seconds behind Exqueen. Nick Magoo, 3.2 seconds behind Red Bull Moose. Don Under Fire, 5.3. Then you've got Johnny M4 with 6.5 seconds. He has to be like lightning. There is no way in hope. I hope not. I don't want to say that. Whoa, I apologise, Johnny M4. I don't want to say that. But in my opinion, that's a monumental ask to get up to the podium. If anyone can do it, Johnny M4, I know a little bit about the lad. He's improved phenomenally over the last little bit, and it's great to see, but that's a massive ask from the guy. Let's just see if he can do it. As we're looking at Steam Nags, holding up Forever Shack. Forever Shack is trying to get past this disconnected. See how they get aggressive? But yes, you be aggressive with it, and it will back away. So there you go. Forever Shack has made that move stick, and he's got past that disconnected car of Steamed Nags. So we've got Rolling Thunder, Forever Shack, Steamed, Rip the Beans, and is that Big Fletch? That certainly is Big Fletch. Well done, mate. Well done. Had a bit of a mare at the start. Unfortunately, had a spin. He was having a cracking race, as you were well aware, BB. But you know what? This guy here should be, mate, should be proud of his efforts. He didn't give up. He hasn't thrown the towel in. He's put his head down, and he's in a real chance of getting some points here, mate.
He really is. He really is. It's been quite a nice race so far. You know, all drivers doing well. Interesting fights as well. As I'm saying that, Forever Shack looked like going for a dive bomb there at turn 7. Although he doesn't. Although can Forever Shack get a good run out on Rolling Thunder? He does. Well, Forever Shack with DRS and ERS. He's going to go on the inside there, and he gets the move done right before the turn. Absolutely beautiful there.
So yes, that's moved him up into P8 there, BB. Rolling Thunder has been demoted down to P9. And yeah, he's still got that Steam Nags behind him who is disconnected. So you just shouldn't worry about too much about that. Just worry about the guy in front, because that guy, as I said before, is not going to interfere one iota. They only interfere when you're trying to pass them, not when they're behind. So yeah, it's kind of funny how that works out. But we are looking at almost as you were to the finish here, BB. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for Extreme, he's had a bit of a lonesome race. The only time he had a bit of a rocket up his, you know what, was when he came in for that pit stop. He didn't, obviously, he had it in the bag, to be fair. I mean, he wasn't P1 when he came out, but I mean, albeit, he had it in the bag. It was his race to lose, and he's had a phenomenal race so far, albeit on lap 20 of 29. We do have Red Bull Moose. Red Bull Moose has had a cracking drive too. Red Bull Moose is currently 11.4 seconds behind Exqueem. He's had a bit of a lonesome race too, mate. So the guys at the top, it's all spread out. Nick Magoo, Don Under Fire, P4, fantastic drive. Johnny M4 is not really making too much more Eden grounds. He's currently 4 seconds off Don Under Fire. That was at about, I think it was 9 seconds when he came out of that pit lane. So it's, you know, he's not making too much inroads on that. You've got James Ralph, you know, 7 and a bit seconds behind him. But yeah, Forever Shack is caught Noodle Marble. He's left Steam Nags. Rolling Thunder has been passed by Steam Nags. But yeah, he's getting real racy now for his Forever Shack behind Noodle Marble here, mate.
He is. And, well, something I did...
What? Sorry, I'm just paying homage to the chat as we have the man himself, Mr. Gurkonomo. How are you, my friend? What a race he's saying. Yes, I'm not going to read that next one out. And Exqueem can have his kids. What's going on there, Gurk? But yes, Forever Shack is having, he's having an okay race. The Mercedes boys haven't had too much of a good time of it, this one here, mate. But yes, as we're watching Forever Shack, he's trying to send it, and he did send it on Noodle Marble. He's clipped Noodle Marble. I think he may have clipped Noodle Marble, and Noodle Marble has spun. So, yes, job done for a Forever Shack, but I dare say that may be something to do with the stewards, but we will not digress. While we're bringing you guys racing, these guys do know what to do. They will be recording their footage if there's anything untoward. Yes, they will send it in. So we'll let the stewards worry about all that sort of stuff. But we are watching Big Fletch hunting down Noodle. Big Fletch, wow. I can't stress enough. Phenomenal, mate. Awesome stuff. This guy didn't give up. He had the opportunity to give up because he had such a shocking, and a bit of a spin there. But all in all, it's been damage limitations from the guy, mate. He started in P7. He's currently P9. He's on the hunt. He's hunting down Noodle. Let's just see if he can get by Noodle, and that is a great save from a guy that was challenging for a podium that unfortunately spun prior to a pit stop.
He did. Now, as I was saying about Johnny M4, he does have the fastest lap, so that is going to be an extra
Extra point, mate.
Yeah,
I'll
so
get an
that
extra
should be
point for the fastest lap. Yep.
that should be around 11 points for him now. As fifth, I believe, is 10 points. I believe. But yeah. But no, otherwise Johnny M4 looking good as well. I've just got in the news. Big Fletch going for a nice move and getting past Noodle. Big Fletch is having a great race.
Mate, this guy, he's won me over with this one. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this guy, albeit he's in a Williams.
Good old
Excuse me.
Good old Mr. Mount must be cheering away
No,
there.
don't worry about Mr. Mount. We don't want to fire him up. You just can just stay calm. Mr. Mount, stay calm. Everything's all good. That guy's quick.
He is.
He's quick, man. He's quick. But yes, Big Fletch having a great drive. Having a really great drive. It's Johnny M4. Johnny M4 is starting to catch Don under fire in that papaya McLaren. Donny's on those 9-lap-old hards there, BB. Johnny M4 enjoying those 4-lap-old mediums. They're going to be stickier. They're going to be fresher. They're going to be grippier. There's only 6 laps remaining. I think it's just a matter of time till we see Johnny M4 sending one on the inside of Don under fire. Well, he's about to now. Has he done it? Yes, he has done it. Donny's got those older, harder compound tyres. They do not have the grip, and Johnny M4 has got that made done. Wow, I didn't expect it that quick. But now, wow, fantastic, mate. Johnny M4 is now hunting down Nick Magoo. Nick Magoo is 6.5 seconds ahead of Johnny M4. I am just quickly going to flick to these penalties, guys. These penalties at home. There you go. Nick Magoo has 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Johnny M4 is no silly racer. He will put his hand up. He did make a mistake in a Q2 session, but he will know how many seconds Nick Magoo has. He will know that he only needs to get within that 3-second buffer zone, and he's got that job done. He's got a podium. He's got a podium, mate, after starting on the, well, possible podium after starting on the wrong compound tyre, in my opinion.
He has. I've just been caught that there is a yellow flag in the last sector. I believe it was Magnificent. But it seems to be all cleared up there. It's Crump with another 3-second time penalty there. So, definitely not the best race for this young man. He is quite a quick driver, just probably not the track. Probably not his best one out there.
And I think a lot of these guys, maybe possibly new to league racing, these guys will get better as they roll on. The season rolls on. It's just how it happens, mate. I mean, the more you race, the better you get.
That is true.
I do know that there are a lot of new boys here in this field. And yeah, they will get better. This is something that's going to blend together as this season rolls on, BB. And you know what, mate? We have prime seats to watch these boys' development. You do realise that, my friend?
Yes, we do. I enjoy seeing these unexperienced drivers get better. You know, hopefully give me a challenge one day. Not saying I don't have a challenge already.
Oh, come on, mate. Don't be like that. That's a bit harsh there from you there, BB.
Tier 1's crazy.
You've been a bit harsh there today, mate.
Nah, all love to all the drivers, you know. Tier 1's crazy, you know. But nah, I'm enjoying it here in this commentary booth at the moment.
That's good, mate. That's good. That's what we like to hear. But yeah, this one's nearly done, mate. This one is absolutely nearly done. Noodle Marble is within a second. He's within DRS zone of Big Fletch. Big Fletch is having the time of his life. He's P8. Excuse me. So we've got Blue Dog in the chat saying, see how we go tomorrow night, PB. LOL.
Oh no. Oh no.
And Portinator, he's giving you some sticks saying, maybe you will give me a challenge one day.
Oh, shots
so
fired.
You have put your foot right in it there, BB.
I really have. I really have.
I love it. Absolutely love the camaraderie from the lads.
All the love to them.
It's good. Yeah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. It's all good. Portinator. I'll tell you now, he's going to make it a personal mission to beat you now. You know that.
Yeah, I definitely do. Definitely do.
Absolutely true.
Oh boy, as well, it's looking as I'm quite surprised as Johnny M4 is on the rear, or not on the rear end, but he's in that time second gap between Nick. So it is looking at Johnny M4 will really recover quite well from this, not the best race he's had, as to be able to get a podium. I think that deserves a round of applause. Just well done to Johnny M4, you know, really making do with the penalty and really making it work.
Definitely, mate, but Crump is not having a good time of it. I've just seen him go extremely wide. He's going wide everywhere. He's not having a good time of it out there. He's struggling a little bit. He's just let Johnny M4 go by, obviously being lapped. So, Squeam, well, what can you say about the guy? Comfortably in front, 15.5 seconds, followed by Red Bull Moose, Nick Magoo, Johnny M4. Wow, like we said before, he wants to be within that 3 seconds, BD. He's currently 3.6 seconds behind Nick Magoo. He has 3 seconds, excuse me. He has 3 laps to catch that to be within that 3 second deficit of the time penalties that Nick Magoo has. Don Under Fire is currently P5. Great race from him. James Ralph, P7. Fantastic also from that lad. Forever Shaq. Let's just quickly flick to these position changes, because I did forget where these guys did start from. And we will go to the position change. Yes, Forever Shaq currently down 4 places, and Rip the Beans down 9. So Red Bull Moose, have a look at the guy. Have a look at the guy. That Red Bull Moose in the Red Bull, of course. Well, up 13 places, mate. He started P15. Would you believe that? That's started insane. P15. That is driver of the day. That is driver of the day. And yeah, P White Alright is saying Extreme equals harass. Well, harass, of course, is another driver you can see in Tier 1. That is tomorrow night, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Same channel.
It is as well. I'm looking forward to seeing those Tier 1 drivers get out there. Going to be definitely a good show to watch. As I believe I've just caught a move as it's Noodle and Big Fletch.
We certainly did catch that move, and that was a great move there by Big Fletch, taking Noodle Marble by absolute surprise. Whoa, and Big Fletch has gone real wide there. But I think he's made that stick. There is 2 laps remaining, BB. Absolutely 2 laps remaining. And Big Fletch, wow. I can't praise the guy enough. I'm really impressed with what he's shown out there today.
I think he just tried to juke Noodle there and just try and act like he was going into the pits, although he hasn't. That is a bit illegal in racing, but it's Noodle's gone completely deep. And he's caught Big Fletch.
Oh, they've touched, and that's horrendous for Noodle. That's damaged his front wing. Big Fletch, I don't believe will have any trouble with that, because it didn't hit the back end of his car. So that was interesting. Maybe Noodle missed his braking point. I'm not too sure, but there was a bit of argy-bargy between the 2 guys there, mate.
He is, as it looks to be. I think Rip the Beans has pitted for trying to go for the fastest lap. I mean, he may as well go for the point.
He might as well. I mean, he ain't going to get the point if he ain't in the top 10. It doesn't work like that. You need to be in the top 10 in order to get that point for the fastest lap. It does not work if you're not inside that top 10. It is irrelevant. So maybe just bragging rights Rip the Beans is looking for there, mate. But yeah, it will count for nothing if he is not in the top 10. Currently, we are on lap 28 of 29 there, BB. Extreme, wow. Yes. mimicking harass is what P. White was meant to say, with 0 penalties. There's also a few other guys there with 0 penalties. So it's not just Extreme, but he's had a phenomenal race. Currently 16.8 seconds ahead of Red Bull Moose, who has to be, in my opinion, the driver of the day, coming up 15 or 13 positions, however many positions he has made. That is absolutely amazing. Nick Magoo, P3. Johnny M4. Johnny M4 is putting the wow.
He's right on the gearbox.
Yeah, he is. So he doesn't really need to pass Nick Magoo, but he's going to pass him anyway. And there you go. That is job done. He has got, 1 lap to make 15 seconds. That ain't happening. But that's a great drive by Johnny M4. That damage limitation, I dare say, off the line, P2, jumped Extreme with those soft compounds, qualified on the softs, in the Q2 session, which was a bit of a surprise. Threw himself out of whack, fought back through the field, and currently in P3. The penalties at the moment, there you go, mate. Currently, they are Red Bull Moose with 3, Nick Magoo with 3, and you can see the rest as they come up on the screen there, mate. But at the pointy end, Red Bull Moose has 3 seconds. This is the way it's going to, I dare say it's going to finish there, BB.
I just want to give massive credit to Exclaim. He's done the most brilliant drive. I think this might be one of the best drives closest to real life I've ever seen. You know, the pressure from Johnny it's been insane, but Exclaim's just driven so well. Coming onto these last few turns now, you know, coming onto the back straight, just no pressure. Calm, calculated, you know, I'm trying to get the best angle for Exclaim here. But honestly, congratulations to you, man. You have done such an amazing drive. Full credit to you. John did give you pressure, but nothing can take Exclaim away, as Crump does have a 3-second time penalty. Although, coming onto these last 2 corners now, Exclaim it's just crazy, man. Congratulations to you, as we're going to see him enter the last corner now. Ladies and gentlemen, just a round of applause to Exclaim. He'll come onto this last turn now. No pressure whatsoever. Exclaim will come across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Congratulations to you. Well done to the AlphaTauri team.
As Red Bull Moose will be second, mate. Red Bull Moose has fought off the battle behind him. Red Bull Moose does have time penalties. We're going to quickly flick to that. Time penalties for Red Bull Moose are... Johnny M4 dropped him with the penalty. There you go, Johnny M4, P2. Red Bull Moose, P3. Nick Magoo, P4. Don under fire is about to cross the line now, P5. James Ralph, fantastic drive, mate, P6. Verona Shack, P7. Big Fletch, P8. By the look of things, he has no penalties too. And this guy, mate, wow, very close. 4 as I speak.
No, right as I saw that.
Commentator's curse. I'm so sorry, Big Fletch. But the guy behind you has 5. So you're okay. You're okay. You're going to finish there in P8. I think Noodle's going to be dropped out of the points here. Mate, quite possibly. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very close.
P10?
Let's see.
Just survived.
Just survived by 1.6 seconds. So that is the top 10 done. We are going to go through these timing screens once they come up. And we are going to end this broadcast. But we do hope you boys and girls out there absolutely enjoyed this one here at Bahrain from the Oceania Racing League lads here in Tier 2. Like I said, you can catch the Tier 1 boys a bit later on tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. as the fireworks go off. But yes, Exclaim enjoying that one. And Red Bull Moose, according to the game, and according to me too, is the driver of the day. Phenomenal stuff. Up 13 positions. Fantastic from that lad. Well done, mate.
Yeah. No, I'm Alfa Romeo. No, I'm just gonna get a few of the boys in. Yep. Thank you, man. It's good to be alongside you up in here. Now, so I'm gonna try and get a few of these boys in for an interview. Definitely. Now, congratulations to all the drivers. You drove very, very, very well. No, I've got most of them. Yep, I'm getting Exclaim and who else did you want? Johnny M4 and maybe Red Bull Moose. Yep, alright. Yep, I think I can do that.
And yeah, we'll get these driver interviews underway. We'll wait a couple of minutes, but we'll go through this just briefly there, BB. That was a phenomenal.
Exclaim, exclaim, my man. Dude, what was going through your head? How did you do that? Yep, you did extremely well to keep Johnny away from you. That was insane, man. The race when he was chasing after you. Haha.
Run, of course, Exclaim takes this one out, followed by Johnny M4 and Red Bull Moose is the top three. We do hope you enjoyed this. This was Oceania Racing League Tier 2 from Bahrain.